shivering cradle of the north, beneath pale stars and frost-laced skies, a child shall draw her first breath. Upon her breast the mark shall burn deep, black, and ancient, the stain of the abyss. She is no ordinary babe, but born of dark blood, her veins thrumming with infernal sorcery, her soul tethered to realms where mortals dare not gaze. She will walk as a girl among men, yet the shadow will know her as kin. Her laughter will echo like a charm sweet and beguiling, but behind her eyes smolder a fire not lit by this world. As she grows, so too shall her power, until the veil between planes wears thin, and the beast of her blood press against the door. Should she come of age unchecked, she will call to her kin not in prayer, but in triumph. And they will answer, oh yes, they will come, on wings of flame and ruin, to walk once more in the daylight. Woe then to the realm of men, for suffering shall not descend like rain, but rise like flood, drowning all. Thus is it woven, thus shall it be, unless a blade finds her heart before the hourglass runs dry.
Hey, everybody. Oh, I got the wrong screen.
We're playing in snow. Look at who we're fighting today, guys. Look. All right, just kidding.
No kidding. Well, we're back for another game of Castles and Crusades, and although it's almost the end of summer, I guess we're still in Summer of Siege. I think this is sort of the end. I know that everybody else that's been streaming Summer of Siege is wrapping up this week. So technically, we're at the end of Summer of Siege, but I don't think we have plans to wrap as of yet. We're gonna keep crawling through all the bad places of my world. So, Tim, why don't you take it away with our charity, our chosen charity?
Our chosen charity, yes. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is a mental health and suicide awareness text or call. You can be anonymous, or give that government name if you choose. The bottom line is, if you reach out to them, they can get you to just about any specialized resource that you need for what you're going through. My little pitch is, don't wait for the darkest day possible. Use it as a preventative measure. When you start becoming light blue to darker blue, go ahead and give them a call, and they're going to give you some techniques and maybe some help, some therapists or whatever, to get you out of that and get you the tools that you need. If you don't have the squanch to hit the button, I always say save 30 minutes of your emotional intelligence throughout the week while you're stuck in traffic or whatever. Say, hey, how you doing, to a friend that you know or whatever. Let them vent on you. You'll save a life. All right.
And with that, Scottish Jeff does have the squanch and donated $15. So we're going to give all player characters a +2 bonus at some point tonight. So you guys just make note of that if you would like to use a +2, and I will let you add that post roll. Like if you're like, crap, I just missed by a little bit, or hey, I think I need a little bit more on that, you can add a +2 thanks to Jeff's generosity. Sound good? We don't.
Yes, sir.
We don't have any music here. Let's get that in here.
Made me feel apprehensive. I'm gonna be so real.
there was no,
like, is something bad gonna happen immediately? That's why there's no music.
Why is there no music?
Dragon immediately comes out of the forest.
Oh God, no, not another one. Not another
Who
one.
steps in and we just get ambushed? Like,
I would never do that.
Miss me.
So last time, we had a lot happen last episode. A ton went down, and apparently we didn't roll a dice for the entire session last episode. I don't think that will be the case tonight, but we'll see. All of our characters, with the exception of Vagard, are now 3rd level. Vagard is still at second because Castles and Crusades has this sort of staggered leveling like old school Dungeons and Dragons, where some classes just need a little bit extra XP because they're tough or they have some sort of bonus in the later levels for being, who they are. So, the long and short of it is, and the party can correct me if I'm wrong here, Silas has a vision, and the vision shows him that there are orcs somewhere in Silathalor, also known as the Great Wood. And the orcs are attacking Darkwood Abbey in the visions that he has. And what he's not sure of is where they are or when that will occur. But he also maybe meets a version of Istus during this vision, the goddess of prophecy. And she tells him, he knows the next step of this quest they're on already. He knows what to do, and leaves it at that. So what the party has decided to do is go into the forest. A forest that is known to be... This is not like a kind, green, sylvan landscape of lush beauty. This is instead a dark and foreboding place that tribes of wood elves live in that don't like people. They're very xenophobic. They are not friendly. They are well known to kill things on sight. But that does not dissuade our brave adventurers. They think that there's something in the wood that needs to be found, and they decide to go in. And we finished off the session last time with the party sort of walking into the woods. And now they do have their young squire Jacques with them, and they also have Father Jacob along for the ride. Father Jacob is not a horseman, so he is riding a pony. And so is Jacques, because he's not much of a horseman yet either. But the rest of the party is all on horses. And when we find the party tonight, you have pushed into the woods for the last 2 days. You haven't seen anything, really. You would have expected... You are well past the furthest patrols that Darkwood Abbey puts in to the forest.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah. So when you made camp the first night, you were sort of at the edge of where they go to. And now you are well past that.
So we're almost double then, because that's about, you said, between 12 and 15 miles.
That's correct.
As far in... Okay, so we're like doubled the distance.
Yeah, so if we were to look on this map...
Okay.
If we were to look on this
Well,
map,
scary.
we're talking like 2 hexes in. Like, we're somewhere up 2 hexes north of Darkwood Abbey.
Okay. That's... Okay. This is scary. That's scary.
The forest is sort of dark here, and the trees are ancient. They have not seen woodcutters, so there is a lot of like logs of fallen trees. Like the forest floor is by no means clean, and I always try to that sort of clean movie forest is just not real. Like there's a lot of brush, there's thorn bushes, there's no trail, and you guys have been weaving your way through. Mostly thanks to Thora. Her barbarian abilities have kicked in, her wilderness barbarian. Also, Brute don't give a shit about bushes. He can push through all that kind of small undergrowth, and your horses can then follow essentially the trail that this massive Galengard stallion makes as he pushes his way further into the wood. But you are doing a lot of bobbing and weaving, and you know for sure that there's no way you could get these horses up to full speed to run or charge. There's just not the room here in the woods. You're starting to look for that place to camp for the second night. Thora's keeping her eye out for things. You haven't seen a whole lot of wildlife. You've heard them. Like I don't want you to don't misunderstand this as like the woods are quiet, ominously. That you can hear animals and things like that moving about the woods, but they clearly hear you long before you reach them and disappear. Like, so you haven't seen them, okay? And as Thora, as you're looking for a place atop Brute for them to camp, he starts acting strange. He's sniffing the air, his head is raised and very alert. And Grenna's horse is probably doing the same, being a well-trained horse, whereas Silas and Vagard are on borrowed horses, and they're just kind of following the line. But the two horses that the two of you are familiar with, they're on high alert. Something has got their senses triggered. And that's when Thora sees it. The forest is falling into twilight. The first couple of like fireflies are beginning to like sparkle in the woods ahead and fade. These little dots of light, and a large lump lies on the forest floor ahead. Some kind of an animal lying on the ground, and not a small like rabbit or raccoon. This is big, probably as big as your horse. Maybe not as big as Brute, but big. And Thora can already sort of hear the buzz of flies and this ominous lump lying ahead of there is no trail, but sort of the direction you're headed.
That was perfect timing for that.
I will kind of halt Brute for a second and look back and say, there's a very large animal ahead of us, and it's big. I'm assuming that something else bigger took it down. So
What do you mean by that? Something larger is out there, or there's something large in front of us?
There's something large in front of us, and I think something larger took it out.
Take a look around. Do I?
Yeah, so Grenna
anything?
stands, and with the fading light in the woods, she does not see anything that sort of sets an alarm off.
I'm a human.
Yeah. And you're dealing with sort of the last moments of light in the wood before the sun is not getting any light into this place.
Do I have the means? If not, can I like hop off my horse super quick to like just kind of grab something to make a torch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I have some stuff in my pack. Just kind of make myself a torch real quick.
Yep.
And light it and get back on the horse and just kind of hopefully see a little bit more as we move along. But I don't see anything. Can anybody else see?
I'll move up as well. Do the same thing. If she's building a torch, I'll build one as well, and just get more light.
So a few torches
kind of go off to the right if she's to the left, and
Yep, a few torches are lit, and you spread out the line a little bit.
I would like to move forward. I can see a little bit more since I have dark vision.
Absolutely.
I would like to move forward and get a look at that animal carcass.
So as you move away from the torches, your eyes begin to adjust, and everything sort of turns a pale gray as your dark vision kicks in, and the shadows of the woods melt back a little bit, and the frame of this animal comes a little clearer into view, and you can see that it lies on its side, a large bloated belly, very round and massive, a massive set of antlers. And you think it's a moose. Maybe not a full-grown moose. But it's laying on the ground, and flies are buzzing all around the carcass.
Can I see the wounds that it has that I could possibly determine what took it out.
Absolutely. So as you get closer, you see no wounds. It has been scavenged by birds. You think maybe crows, as it's missing its eyes, and there's a fair amount of skin and tissue missing from its face. But the body is very bulbous and bloated, and not shaped as it should be. And with your dark vision, you can't tell the coloration of the animal really or anything, just its outline. But as you get closer, you notice that not only is it bloated, but every so often something wriggles beneath its skin.
Nope.
Like big or like medium size or like a how can yeah.
I would say the size of your finger something wriggles.
Oh.
It may be like almost like it pushes against the bloated body and then disappears again.
Well, he didn't die by another animal. Or it didn't die by another animal. I don't know what killed it.
A good place to rest, though. The scent of this thing will bring in carrion, things like that.
Are you sure you don't know what killed it?
It doesn't have any, wounds, post-mortem wounds or anything like that. It has scavenger wounds, but nothing that actually I can see physically that killed it. It must have been internally.
Can I then go over to it? I know I only have a torchlight.
Yeah.
Does this look precarious in a way where I would know based on some, nightly understanding of like rot and decay and like some maybe some signs?
You get closer to the moose's
stuff?
carcass with your torchlight, and the wriggling beneath the skin becomes far more obvious beneath the torchlight, and the body, like Thora, you don't see any obvious wound. The sort of the head has definitely been scavenged by birds or something. There are lots of flies around getting at it. You are concerned with the amount of wriggling. There's not one wriggle. There is a lot, and it is all coming from this bloated torso that looks like there must be so much gas built up inside. It looks like it could pop, like a balloon.
Dude,
She's going to calmly get up and calmly walk away from it, not too fast to disturb it, because like a balloon, it could pop any second. Walk back over to the crew. All right, so I've got bad news and I've got slightly less bad news. This is definitely something that we need to take care of, in the way that I think we should light it on fire and then get the heavens out of here. And two, we need to be extremely careful. Because I think now that, you know how we were dealing with Istis's territory and, some of her precarious nature for being in that bog. Now we're in the Black Goat territory. Because that's not right. That is rot incarnate, and I saw a lot of things underneath the skin, a lot of wriggles. That's not natural. It screams the Black Goat. Which means
they're going to see us coming. I don't know who they is.
That's why I'm saying we would have to divert. We would have to figure out a different direction to go and throw him off a trail. Or else we're going to lead him right to us. And I don't want to do that either. But we need to get rid of this thing. If we don't, we're going to regret it later.
Silas, do you have acid?
It'll
On
work
me, but
wonderfully.
I could burn it with just some magic, I believe. Do anything too much here. I will just glance down and show me the object. I can at least burn it completely.
I gesture to the large, rotting husk of a moose that is in front of us.
Like point with my nose, like
It was something specific. I will literally just toss the burning flames over at it and just completely incinerate
We're all
it.
a distance away
Okay.
from
Yeah.
this object that looks gaseous in nature.
Jakob is like,
Oh God.
as Silas
I don't want what's wiggling to be thrown at me.
Yeah.
as Silas moves forward, Jakob's like, please be careful.
Oh wow, the range is 5 feet. Okay,
Yeah, you're gonna have to get pretty close.
I'm
But
gonna have to get pretty
but
close.
it
Yeah,
but
and
it
that's what
jets
I
out in a
thought it
big
was-
enough it jets out in a big enough
Okay.
wave. You will cover the entire moose carcass in flames.
Okay, then I will go. Yeah, because it does extend out about 5 feet long, 10 feet wide. So I'll get close enough where the flames can at least lick it. So I'll get a little closer
Okay.
towards it. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Okay.
Vagard is holding a torch. Grenna is holding a torch. Thora is holding the line. The three of you sort of behind Silas, and then like Jacques has moved his pony up so he can see, and Brother Jakob is just doing everything he can to keep his pony calm. Silas summons the energy to cast the spell as he channels it in, and the flames engulf the moose, igniting it. It's not long before you hear a hissing sound as the flesh burns away from this swollen body, and a startling green flame, like some sort of gas from inside the body, begins to burn off. And it lights the forest around you. And that's when you see them for the first time. These black, they're about 6 inches long. They look like leeches begin to pour out of the moose's body. And they are, some of them burning immediately in the flames that Silas has. Others like crawling towards trees and bushes to get away from the flaming carcass. Some of them crawling right towards you, and the horses sort of neigh and begin to stamp a bit. And for just a moment, you could swear you can hear these things screaming as they pour out of the... And they just keep coming, like waves of them pouring out onto the ground and crawling across the ground in all directions. Silas, they're going to make it to you first. What are you going to do?
Quickly back out as quickly as I can, like as much as I can keep the flames going. I will take a step back and like.
Are you going to cast the flame?
Well-
Are you going to cast the burning spell again?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep cast. I'll hold concentration on it
Yep.
if possible, and just do it again.
So
yeah.
you guys watch as this sort of wave of, for lack of a better term, leeches begin to crawl towards Silas, and he continues to douse them, and all of you could swear you hear the tiniest of little screeches and cries as they are incinerated in his spell, and then nothing. And you see sort of ones that were on the far side of the carcass have crawled into the darkness. Thor, you can see a couple of them have crawled up trees along the ground. You think maybe even a couple dug into the dirt, and they're just getting away from the carcass in all directions except the direction that you're in, where the flames have incinerated them. And the moose's carcass just sort of smolders and burns in front of you. The smell is horrendous.
The first time ever you see and hear Grenna in a very low tone, like mutter a prayer.
I'll walk back to the group. I'm like, what any clue as to what those were?
No.
Great.
But I can't imagine that they were good, but at least we got most of them. Because imagine all of those things being unleashed.
I do not
Careful.
know if
You go to sleep.
here, I do not think is a good spot for them.
No.
Yeah. We're gonna keep moving.
Okay, so you leave the smoldering carcass of the moose behind and travel further into the wood. It's not long before you do find a place to rest. And Thora finds something that's suitable. And Thora, I mean, obviously what you just saw was horrible. But you can't help but be a little... Like, forests like these don't exist in Galengard. Galengard is known for being a massive plain. Like, just flat plains that run on forever and ever. And your tribes ride across those plains, you know, like thunder, just like rolling across them. And to be around this many trees, and trees that are this big, has got you a little bit awestruck, maybe. But you do find a place that seems suitable enough to camp. And what, you know, Jacques immediately gets to work getting the camp ready in the dark. Anyone want to do anything? Or shall we just proceed to the rest and watch order?
I think it would help Jacques at this point because I think Grenna is a little bit, you know, sleepy and cranky, a little bit on edge from these woods. Seeing that stuff is just, you know, it's everything that she's been waiting to interact with, finally interacting and realizing, oh, this isn't all just glitz and gold. Like, I knew it was going to be difficult, but not like this. This is terrifying. So I think just wanting to kind of get to that sense of normalcy, of comfort as much as possible, I think she's like double time helping Jacques set up.
And he's very appreciative. He doesn't question why, he just takes the help. Okay.
Thora will be, you know, she'll be hooking up Brute and getting him settled in. And then she's going to walk around the perimeter of the camp because, like you said, she's more used to flat plains. She's not used to so many plant life, so many trees. And, you know, she's a little bit in awe, but she's also very, you know, on guard because it's so much more hiding places for things that she is very unaware of. So she's keeping her senses out. She's keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out while they set up.
So as Thora walks the perimeter to the east of the camp, chances are these guys wouldn't even see it, but with your dark vision, you can just make out at the edge of your dark vision what at first you mistake for a wall. And then you realize it's a tree. It's a tree bigger than any other tree around the camp. It's massive. It's big enough that you can't see the edges from where you are because your dark vision, it's like right at the end of your dark vision. You think it has to be at least 30 feet across at the base. At least.
She is going to motion to the nearest person to her, and she's going to tell them, I'm going to just venture out a little bit more, expand the perimeter.
Jacques like, if you find any dead sticks, Jacques has been trying very hard when he makes camp, from Father Jacob's warnings, not to like cut or take any wood that is not laying on the ground. So he's like, if you find anything out there, we could use a little bit extra tonight.
I'll be sure to pick you up some. And I will venture forth to where that tree is.
Yeah.
I can see it within my dark vision.
So with every step that brings you closer, the tree's immense girth sort of stuns you. And by the time you're standing beneath it, you think it's 50 feet in diameter, at least around. it reaches up so high that it breaks the canopy above you and keeps going. And it's wood. The bark is like dark, 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 dark. It almost feels like it like eats the light. And you think that this must be a darkwood tree, which the abbey is named after. And Father Jakob has probably talked to you a little bit about this. The wood elves, these trees are sacred. And you, in that moment of wonder, seeing just how big it is, it then occurs to you that, like, there should be elves here protecting this tree. Like, you shouldn't have gotten this close without them stopping or getting in the way. Nothing. And,
At that, oh, go ahead.
And I was just going to say, and this massive tree sort of, like, every so often lets out a creak or a groan as it catches winds that are above the canopy. You know, it doesn't move, but you can hear it sort of, like, groan from its top all the way down to its roots. And its roots, now, you can see that, like, what you thought maybe was a rocky ridgeline is one of these trees' massive roots that, like, cracks the ground and runs for many feet before going totally beneath the earth.
At that, I will go back to camp, and I will let them know. I found one of these darkwood trees. No elves present. Is that supposed? I'm assuming that is not how things are supposed to go in this forest.
Very excitedly, Father Jakob rises and moves in the direction you came from. He grabs some light from the fire.
I wouldn't take fire to that tree, Father Jakob. Just, if you're saying...
I've only heard of these trees. I've never seen one.
Yeah, let's see it during the daytime. And I would want to keep fire away just in case.
The tree will be there tomorrow.
Hmm?
Oh, I was agreeing with you. The tree will be there tomorrow, and you will have more time to study it. That is, if the elves have not come back.
I'd go so far as to not have a campfire. And just sleep tight together. One will be 4 dudes.
Jock's like, you want me to put the fire out? He's already got a small fire started.
I understand, Jacques, and you did a tremendous job. I just not.
He doesn't question any further. He puts it out, but you do hear him under his breath go like, "It's a swamp all over again. We didn't sleep with fires in the swamp. We don't sleep with fires in the forest."
Jacques, how do you think we attract attention? It's through fires.
We can warm up in the morning.
You notice, Silas, that when you talk to him now, maybe it's the new eye. He doesn't talk back. He just like goes about his tasks.
I do have it covered up. I will.
Yeah, but he knows it's there.
No.
Oh, that's fancy eye.
Okay, so it's not long before the fire's out and everyone's eating some rations. Nothing warmed up.
We're rocking it.
And you begin to take watches, I assume? Or is anything else happening in camp before we move on a little bit here?
I'll try to take the thermal crossover watch so that Thora can take one in the pitch dark.
Okay.
As much as possible.
I don't mind taking first watch. It's pitch dark right now. I don't mind taking first or second.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get one wake me up in the morning when it starts getting a little bit light, I suppose, or so I can be useful.
Mm-hmm.
So, during the watch that night, Grenna, during your watch, somewhere out in the woods, you hear an owl. But volume alone tells you there is no way that is like the barn owls that, fly about town or anything like that. There is something like it is a serious hoot out there in the woods.
Serious dude. Serious dude out here. Okay, how far does it seem, just by listening to it, not necessarily like honing in on scale,
no, if
but
you had,
approximately, does it seem to be like right over my head or at some sort of distance?
It's above you somewhere. If you had to guess, it's in the direction that Thora saw the Darkwood tree.
Okay. Everyone else is asleep.
Yep.
She goes to investigate. Grana's gonna go wander over.
Okay.
Because I think to her, like, hearing that is really grand, and I think there's this whole notion of, oh, I have to at least see this. This is like maybe this is a sign of good hope.
Sure.
In a scary place. So I think she's very much like, oh, let me just go kind of like mosey around and go find it.
So in the darkness, you make your way over, and sure enough, you notice that there's like no, even though it's dark, I mean, you do have a bit of night vision, like you're not totally fumbling around the dark, and there seems to be
like there's that adjustment period.
Exactly.
A little bit.
And there seems to be some moonlight ahead making its way down into the forest floor, and you realize that like where this massive darkwood tree has pushed its way up through the forest canopy, it's letting beams of moonlight in, and they run down its blackened trunk.
Okay.
And on a branch high above, you see something move. We're talking 50 feet above you.
Okay. I think almost naively, like very childlike in wonder, there's a kind of pander into a beam of moonlight, and hello, friend. What's you doing up there?
Whatever it is shifts its girth. It's bigger than the horses. And these silver, in the moonlight, these silvery gray and brown feathers sort of begin to take shape. And a huge head turns to look down at you. It has what you think are these massive ears off the top, and you realize that this is something more akin not to a barn owl, but like a great horned owl with these huge tufts of feathers reaching off its head, and it could easily, maybe not brute, but it could easily carry off a pony. You're sure of it. It's that big. It looks down at you. The moonlight caught in its eyes a little bit. Sort of these sort of silvery pools looking at you. And it just watches you for a moment.
When I'm standing there, I'm a human. So this is not foreign to me in this world, but this is new. This interaction is new. What is my immediate natural feeling? Does it feel like they are looking at me as in I am the next meal? Or
No,
does
not
it
at
feel
all.
like they are watching me out of curiosity?
Yeah, not at all. You don't feel like you're prey
So I don't feel
caught in the
threatened.
gaze of a predator. Although we all know
Okay.
owls are predators, but you don't have that sense at all as it looks
Okay.
down on you.
I think there's just like a, she cocks her head and just kind of watches it back.
As you do that, it spreads
Just keep staring at it.
spreads its wings, and a few very large flaps that are almost silent as it lifts off the branch. It pushes itself up over the canopy and disappears from your sight as it sort of just probably glides across the tops of the trees. But as it does that, a single feather sort of floats down towards you in that beam of moonlight. Down, 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 and it sort of gracefully twirls and spins until it just comes to rest on the forest floor ahead of you. Gray with white tips.
I go and kind of pick it up. Is it big?
Oh yeah,
gotta be
it's
at
the
least-
biggest feather that you've ever probably seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
It's
gets to
no
pick it
joke.
up.
It's no joke. Yeah, you pick it up and it's gone, and the forest around you just seems a little more calm for a moment.
I think she just kind of like picks it up and like kind of like, pets along it, just like kind of like gives it the full length and, really does kind of admire it for a moment and then holds it up and just says, well, thank you for the gift. Make sure to treat it nicely. And she'll kind of go back towards camp, If it's gone, then the interest is kind of left her. So she'll go back, make sure everybody's okay. And that it wasn't a diversion.
Yeah, so the next watch takes over. I think Vhagar's the final watch. And the rest of the night goes uneventful, Vhagar. You guys begin to rouse in the morning. The light begins to, give sort of at first just a bit of a sort of a gray glow to everything. And then slowly but surely, as the sun rises in the east, more and more light starts to get into the forest. And things, it's not fully lit, but it's much less dark than it was at night. Jacques does his best to gather up the camp, load the ponies and whatnot, and Father Jakob makes his way to the tree to see it, and he is immediately awestruck. And in the daylight, you can all see it, and no joke, 50 feet in diameter, and just the roots go on and on and on. You realize that the camp that you're in, sort of the nice little bowl that you're residing in, is partially because of the way the roots wrap around the ground there and just form sort of a natural bit of a clearing, and also a place like you were probably leaning against one of these roots at some point last night. And they stretch out in all directions. And Father Jakob is just awestruck by it. He says, Silas, you need to see this. We're probably
already right next.
We're probably
I'm already next to him. My eye patch is already off as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, I can't tell you how long it's been since anyone other than an elf has probably seen a darkwood tree.
I've read about them in fairy tales myself.
We have a few relics at the Abbey that were taken from, the times before the kingdom, when the barbarians had pushed into the woods and harvested them. They say a piece of darkwood is as strong as steel and will hold an edge.
I'm extremely impressed by it. Do they have any magical properties, Father?
Impervious to fire.
Yes.
And I have no way to confirm this, but my understanding is the elves can use them as some kind of a communication conduit. It is said that elves on one darkwood tree can speak as clear as day to elves on another darkwood tree.
As if messages travels through the roots themselves.
Perhaps. I'm not sure how they do it.
The better question then, Father, how are we able to get this close?
They're either in trouble or they're watching us right now.
I doubt they allow us this close. Thank God.
I agree.
I
I agree with Silas, Vhagar. Why would they?
they're in trouble.
Why would they simply watch us?
Grenna has made it very clear that they do not. They guard this area too well. Even growing as a child here, I knew never to wander the forest alone.
I think
What if it's
at the mention of Grenna's name, she kind of turns because she's just like kind of walking around you guys in this conversation. But like you saying her name, she comes over and she goes, "Well, I saw an owl last night. A really big one. It was almost as big as Brute. I got a feather. See?" She pulls out this massive, like 17-inch, 18-inch long feather that's just beautifully gray with white tips.
How in the world did you get that?
To be completely honest, I was in the middle of a watch and I heard it. It sounded clear as day, so I went and tried to find it, and it was about on that branch. She points exactly to where she saw it, about 50 feet up on a branch. It just stared at me for a while, so I stared back and didn't say much. When it flapped off and flew away, left this behind. Picked it up. Seemed fitting. Wasn't anything more than that. It's actually quite nice.
Do owls get that large?
I don't know. I've never been out this far. I've never adventured to find out. I imagine it's some sort of great owl, some dire owl. If anything, I don't know. But it was very large. Bigger than my horse. Could take one of the ponies for sure.
I'm not liking this. Where I come from, the biggest things that we have around is the Galen Guard. Horses. Other animals that are this big could easily carry us off or worse.
It seemed to like us. You know, it didn't pose a threat. It wasn't staring at me threateningly. That's the thing. I didn't feel scared. I felt comforted. If anything, it was quiet. It was peaceful. So maybe it's on our side. Maybe we have something out here that's looking out for us. Well, we can't look out for what we need to.
I would
At
hope
least,
so.
maybe.
I hope the animals that we do come across are like that owl.
We can only hope. I don't expect that to be the commonplace, but, you know, one can only hope. I'm actually quite surprised by the lack of interaction that we've had out here so far. We've been out here for days at this point, and the only thing we came across was a leech-filled carcass and a large tree with an owl. So that, to me, is a success. Considering that we're much, much farther than I think anybody that I've known for the longest time, or maybe Father Jacob, have gone. This is far. This is farther than anybody I've ever known. So we're pioneers, in a way. But it is a little too peaceful for comfort sometimes.
Silas, as you stand near the tree, the longer you've stood here, kind of like, I want you to think of like a flower or plant that opens to the sun. You can feel like the longer you're here, the more attuned you're becoming, and you think the tree is like, you think you could channel off the tree.
I was going to say, I think Silas at this point may have been listening to Grenna, but I think he was kind of still staring off next to Father Jacob. I think he's been getting closer to the tree. I was going to mention that, but I think he's kind of enraptured to it, especially because the eye patch is off. Yeah. I think he's been getting a little closer to it. Just kind of thinking of the meadow that he saw the vision of Istis in.
Yeah, and the longer you stand here, the more you feel like you could draw for in-game terms, you think you could draw spell points off the tree to cast with.
Yeah, I think at this point he probably would attempt to put his hand on the tree, at least out of curiosity.
Yeah, okay.
And just kind of listen a little bit and against it, and probably feel that magical essence.
So as you put your hand on the tree, it lets out one of those groans as the wind catches the top of it. It's got to be hundreds of feet tall. and it just lets off one of those subtle groans, but it's like putting your hand on a mana battery. Like it's no joke. There is so much of the power that you channel to cast your spells tied up in this tree that it's almost overwhelming. But like this talk of the elves being able to talk across it and all that, you don't feel any sort of connection like that. Just that you could...
Yep.
I'll use the word, you could steal power from the tree.
Feeling really dark sunlight right now. All right. Probably let go a little bit, take a couple steps back.
Jacques will say to Vhagar, which way? Do we just keep going north? Which way do we go?
I think at this point, and I'm pointing at, Silas and Jakob and Thora, I think we have a good compass. We stay with them and we pay attention to our surroundings. Watch this. I'm going to close my eyes and take a knee, and I'm going to try to detect evil near the tree. Maybe there's a little bit of, sense or aura that comes out. Give it a try to see if I feel anything. But I want him to see how I do it.
Yeah.
To instruct him how.
As you focus your sensory ability to sense evil in, you don't sense anything from the Darkwood tree, but you do sense evil on an adjacent tree.
I'll Father Jacob, and I'll bring Jacques. I'll be like, so when there's irregularities like this, and things that we don't understand, why would we get so close to a tree? The elves aren't here. That's when I will use my auras to detect evil. Maybe there'll be something we could learn, but from that tree right there, and not this tree, I'll say loud enough to everybody else, I am feeling a presence of evil, and I'll walk straight up to it and just like put my hand on it.
Before you need to put your hand on it, as you get closer, you can see as this leech-like creature is crawling up the bark of the adjacent tree.
These like tent worms. Yeah,
it kind of moves like a worm, where it like contracts and contracts.
I'll strike it with my sword. I'll pull it.
Okay. Yeah. As you bring your sword down on it, it's very soft. It doesn't have a hard carapace or anything. It doesn't bleed though. Just sort of this black tar comes out of it.
Silas.
It's not blood. It's too thick to be blood. And the thing falls to the ground and sort of curls on itself. And you feel that evil go away as it dies.
Good that you killed these, Silas. I am sensing an evil presence in these. This, if anything, could be a clue to why the elves are gone. I don't understand. But anyways,
can I walk up to the creature that he just slew? Can I, not touching the blood yet, but can I examine it? Does it seem acidic? Does it seem like corrosive of any sort?
So no, it's about this particular one is about 4, maybe 5 inches long. It's curled up on itself. It definitely has a head end though, as one of the ends sort of goes flat, and on the underside of it there is a lamprey-like mouth.
I'll take a step back. I don't think we should mess with this thing much, Vhagar.
No. I can tell you that these things aren't like a part of the natural, habitat. I don't believe. So one of my inklings was when they were eating the moose that it was natural. They were a part of the carrion, but now that I took that divine sense, we made the right choice. If we see these things, how to rid them. But it seems like there's just so many. Maybe there's a spell behind it or something permeating into the forest.
Greta said it best. The black goat does seem to have a presence here.
Is the black goat chaotic? What can you tell me of the black goat?
From what I know in my studies, he's almost the antithesis to Istis herself. He's a creature of pure chaos. I do not know much. I studied more the gods of more slightly just different varieties. The goat himself was just, again, chaos incarnate, as most of the books that I've read. And actually, CK, is there anything else I would possibly know? I'm kind of
I'm fine with you riffing. I would say though that Grenna, every time he calls the black goat a he or a male pronoun, like your skin kind of crawls. She is thought to be a mother. She was worshipped by barbarians in these lands long ago as a fertility goddess. They felt that she would bring them, many children, which she did, but she's also the goddess of rot and mutation. So you sort of get what you pay for with her.
I'm sorry, I apologize about that. I wasn't sure.
No. I think it's good. I think it's good that maybe Silas doesn't know everything about the goat.
No.
I think at one point we're riding on horseback through this still, right?
You haven't left yet. You're still at the base of the tree. Everyone's in
we're still at the base.
And I don't know if you were here when Vagard found it, but with Detect Evil, he located one of those leeches on a nearby tree.
I did hear.
Yeah, and he killed it. It did not. He killed it. It did not bleed, but it leaked sort of a black ooze or ichor.
I think I kind of walk up after a moment, especially if they're talking about the goat, and I do one of those very polite but slightly passive-aggressive butts into conversation. And physically, she just kind of like puts herself into their kind of, their little corner that they've created around this creature. Well, she, is the mother all rot and corruption. So, this very much unnatural business is absolutely her doing. But what you said is correct. Pretty much the antithesis of Istis. Chaos. Absolute incarnate. Just wants to wreak destruction. Wants to eat and consume all that is around her.
Apologize, Greta. My studies just...
It's funny. No.
I would add to
You're
that
ignorant.
that with the exception of Grenna's order, there's not a lot known about the black goat.
Yeah, she was just gonna kind of, follow it up with absolutely not. There's not much known. To be fair, we kind of keep the text sacred for a reason, and I've never quite understood why, but I think I'm understanding now. But
I think around this point, Silas kind of takes out his other book, the one that he doesn't really take out often, turns to a certain page. It's just, if you guys are near him, you can just kind of see there's writings on some of the gods. Gets to the one on the black goat, because he's been keeping tabs on certain things, and will probably cross something out real quick and close the book, and then put it back.
Yeah, and just to give a little bit more lore here, because you would all have bits and pieces of this. There's much debate on whether the black goat is even a god, like a goddess, or a demi-power, or some sort of alien being that came here long ago. But her power is not undeniable when she gets involved in things. So, yeah.
either way, I think this is something that we need to pay heavy mind to.
Should we carry on?
Okay.
As
we do.
As you all mount up, Jakob says, "The boy raises a valid point. Do we have a target in mind? Do we just keep walking north?"
I don't know. I could pray on it. I haven't tried to seek an omen, but at this point, we
Well,
are very
didn't
far.
Silas say that, you know, in that vision, he was supposed to know the way, even though all of us said that this was going to be dangerous?
Can we climb the tree?
You want to try to climb one of these trees?
Just to see something, Grenna.
By all
Just-
means, friend, if that is what you want to do with all of that, and she like beckons to your armor and like your accoutrement, if you want to try to do it
Are
with either that or without it,
So
good luck.
I will tell you that there's unlike a tree that you would be able to climb, the Darkwood tree's lowest branches are far above you. So you would need some kind of maybe spikes or daggers or something to use as like, or throw a rope up over one of the branches and climb. That would be like with a grappling hook maybe or something. That would be. It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it'll be tricky.
Just to see if there's a village or if there's smoke or if there's something or that a river or a lake that someone could live off of. Sorry, Thora, I interrupted.
No. I remembered that I had a grappling hook in my inventory, in my bag, and I hand it over to you, and maybe that will help so you don't climb up a tree and then happen to slip and fall and break many, many things.
Just close my eyes. After I unbuckle and kind of shake my head at Grenna, you're probably right. And I'll just spin it and, and just toss it up.
Okay. And does Vhagar climb the tree then?
Vhagar's going to climb the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Be careful.
you're good.
I'm gonna go over to Silas real quick and be like, 2 gold says that he gets about 10 feet up before he realizes how tall it actually is and then gives up.
Oh,
You're
I
wrong.
snorted. Oops. Made me
I
laugh.
glance out there. Make it 3.
Aye.
Aye.
She like holds
We
her
even-
hand out for
I
like
hear you
a
guys.
makeshift shake.
We even friends.
Vhagar, give me a strength check.
Oh, no.
So you're gonna roll a d20, add your strength bonus plus your level as you begin to.
That's not high either. Okay. Let me get into it. Roll 20. Let's bring up my character sheet real fast. Oh, 13 plus. So
Oh, that's
let's
good.
see here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
And I assume strength is a prime.
Strength is a
Okay. You make it up the 50 feet of rope. And you're on sort of like the first sets of branches. And you are not above the tree line yet. But you could pull the rope up and throw it higher and keep going if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll continue for as long as it takes to see over the tree line and do that hobbit thing.
Yep.
Right.
So with your strength check there, I'm gonna say that at about 75 to 100 feet, you get above the tree line, and what you witness is damn near like it's breathtaking, as you can see for miles around from the tree. What's more interesting to you is that you see other trees like this one poking above the canopy elsewhere in the forest.
Right.
Most of them to the north. You think you are probably on one of the furthest south Darkwood trees in all of Silith Alor.
Okay.
Also at this height, you can see further up the tree, because you're not at the top yet. Further up the tree, you can see platforms built onto the branches.
Okay.
But there is no movement coming from them, and you do not see anybody up there.
You're gonna hear me say, "Down, Grenna," and I'm dropping the rope down.
And
Get up here.
get that far up.
All right, I'll do my best.
Okay.
By the way, I think
I'm gonna
I think I
attempt.
owe you 3 gold.
Yeah,
Or four, whoever's
I
stronger.
give 3 gold. I pocket over the 3 gold because I definitely lost that bet.
So anyone that would like to climb needs to give me a strength check. Thora, if you climb, because you're a barbarian, this is a feat of strength, and you would get an extra +4 on your roll. So you would get your strength bonus, +4, plus your level.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to do that.
Grenna would give me level plus her strength bonus on the roll.
That's a dirty 20.
You
Prime.
Plus strength bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So level plus your strength bonus.
Seven plus an additional 2, 9.
Yeah, so you are Grenna's having a hard time. And it looks like strength. It looks like strength.
3 gold to the ground.
It looks like strength.
You're gonna see.
It just hits me on the head, all 3 of them individually, like a funny little haha moment. I love that. Grenna looks up at you and just kind of like I don't got it.
Brother Jakob behind you, like when the coins hit the ground, he's like, "You, what a cheeky bugger," as he looks up the tree.
To be fair, I'm the one who started this. I started it. It's only fair. It's only fitting. And she'll pick up the 3 and pocket it back in and basically just get paid back. That's totally fine. But yeah, no success, no dice with that. She kind of tries her very best, gets the 10 feet up, then realizes that she cannot do this and kind of flops right back to the ground.
You maybe got a little more than 10 feet, but it was very hard. Yeah,
it was a struggle. I'm not really for the upper body, other than the more finesse for the weaponry, but I don't do that. Sorry.
Thora, as you
What'd you find?
As you reach the heights that Vagard is at, this is a very odd point of view for you. This is the opposite of a flat plane. You are now 100 feet, more than 100 feet above the ground, and you're seeing the tops of trees, and you can see these other great trees poking out from the woods to the north. And the wind up here blows, and I'll let you decide how Thora takes that. But this is a strange place for Thora to be.
Yeah, as she looks out, and she just gets an eyeful of what is out there, and the landscape, and all the greenery, and just how massive the forest is. She's blown away. She's so used to just flat, even, plains. She's not used to this, and she finds it very, very fascinating. But of course, there's always that little bit of wariness that this is a big forest. There's no telling what could be hiding in here and what we're gonna have to deal with.
To the south, you can probably make out the edge where maybe Darkwood Abbey would approximately be, but northward, like, the forest just keeps going and going and going, and it just disappears on the horizon for you and Vagard.
Yeah, she'll look to Vagard and she'll ask him.
Point out to the platforms.
Oh, okay, my bad. She'll look up at Vagard and she's probably like, probably need to go follow him.
So do you guys go further up?
I'll take down and help the check to pull.
Yep, the two of you have made your check, so you continue to climb, and it's not long before you reach the platforms. You can't see Grenna and Silas and the others below you anymore. You could yell to them if you had to, but you're now somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 feet above the forest floor.
We're at death. Oh, got it.
And you're still not at the top of the tree.
Okay.
The platforms.
Things that I'm looking for.
The platforms are big enough to hold as many as 30 men. There's lots of makeshift beds, like almost like cots strewn about. But there are no blankets. Like, it's like a stripped down barracks. Like, there's nothing here anymore.
So this is like a fort, a outpost. Got it.
But there's no
Or a
one here.
blockhouse. Okay.
But it doesn't
Nothing
have like
like-
it doesn't have like defensive battlements or anything, because you're like, who the hell would be up this high, right? They're like that. But there's places that, you know, people could rest and sleep up here. There's probably some braziers where a fire could be burnt. But
Is
yeah,
there anything that I can put down? Is there seem like an elevator? I'm looking for something
yeah,
that
no, nothing like that.
Question. Thora's gonna look out and she's gonna see how many more of these trees are there.
Dozens. They dot the horizon
Dozens.
the north.
to the
Any
north.
other landmarks? Any other landmarks? A biggest tree or something like that that would give us a vector?
To the east, you can make out the mountains far off in the distance. They would just be like a gray line on the horizon, the Kern Mountains. But they are tall enough to rise above. You can also make out that there is an absence of forest to your northeast.
Meaning clear cutting or
Yeah,
like to the northeast?
and there are no darkwood
Oh,
trees in
okay.
that. There are no darkwood trees in that direction either. But you're guessing on foot 3 or 4 days to reach that open area.
Oh,
I'll point to Thora. If there's any, that looks like does it look like devastation? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think we found. I think we found where we have to head. That is the most out of place area we have seen so far. It's unfortunately is calling to me that we need to go there.
Okay, that's without question. I fast rope down.
Yeah.
I got gauntlets on,
So
no big deal.
You start to drop, and Thora, you're just about to drop, Thora, where something catches your eye. You didn't see it before. There's a saddle up here. Not for a horse. You're not sure what kind of animal it would go on. It has a number of different straps to hold it in place. You also notice that the rider should be able to like lock. There are straps that you could actually lock your legs into, so that even if the saddle were upside down, you would not fall out of it.
I would like to take the saddle with me.
It's big, but you can certainly take it with you.
I would like.
Yeah, I'll take it with me.
Okay.
I'll like hook the saddle over my shoulder and
Yeah, as you lift it up off of the stand that it's on, there is this beautiful silken like saddle blanket underneath. It's soft and almost weighs nothing. Not like a heavy horse blanket that you would throw under your saddle to cushion and everything. This thing is gossamer and light and silk maybe, but it's nothing like the blankets or that you would put over a horse.
I'll take that too.
Okay.
Anything else that I can notice that looks worth of interest up here?
Yeah, that gives you cause to look around again, and you don't find anything else.
I will follow after Vagard.
Okay.
As soon as I
Can I have you
get to the
both give
bottom.
me another strength check to reach the ground safely?
There goes my dice.
18 total.
18? Okay, you're good.
Let's see. A 27.
You're also good.
Time.
The
Just passes me.
the two of
I'm
you
like, I'm gonna go down.
the two of you
now.
make
That's
it back down, and as you're coming down, Silas and Grenna, you can see that Thora has some immense thing over her shoulders and like hanging off her back. And
The thing is that
as she gets
normally-
closer and closer, you can see it's a saddle.
I mean, was
You
talking
know-
to Anna about like upper body versus lower body day.
And now I understand. See, she's got upper and lower body gain. Okay, so I
don't have to-
understand now.
I don't have.
I
either.
don't either. Okay.
Good on-
Interesting. Very insightful. Okay, now, what is that? And I turn to Thora and like the immense kind of thing she's got wrapped around her. What do you use that for?
Grenna,
I'm not a...
as Grenna says that to you, she has no sooner said that to you when Grenna, you can see like very delicate leather work down the sides of the saddle, and it looks exactly like the feather that you have. Like there's images of feathers along the edges of the saddles, stitching and everything, and you immediately know what the saddle's for.
Oh, so that's why the bird was up there. That's probably why you were able to find... Okay, that makes sense. The bird was probably up there and looking at me because it was wondering if I wanted a ride.
Well, if you happen to meet your friend again...
I mean,
You
I
now
can't
have
climb
the
up there,
equipment.
so it's not gonna happen unless it comes down here. But it has to now because look, you brought it down here. We might have a new friend.
Oh. Well, I don't mind hanging on to it for you when that time comes. I mean, Brute can definitely carry the extra weight.
I mean, I think you're gonna. Yeah. Thank you, because it's probably as big as me. Like the saddle is
Well-
probably as big as me.
Well, I figured that this wasn't a horse saddle. I've never seen any type of saddle like this before. I figured it had to belong on another type of animal. So why not either figure out which animal it goes on, or see if we could sell it.
Aye, that too. I mean, if anything, I don't even know if we're gonna see the bird again. We could not. Especially if we take this away from where it found it. But either way, I'm willing to see what happens. That would be interesting.
Question, CK.
Yeah.
Is there any type of pouches attached onto the saddle?
There aren't. It's obvious that things like that
Okay.
could be attached, but there's nothing here. And there is sort of like the straps and that. There's also some sort of a bit or bridle that would looks like it would go over the head of whatever this thing is meant for.
Well, I mean, I figured that this is not a complete set to ride your bird friend, but I mean, you have something if it does happen to come your way.
Aye, very true. But I also don't want to carry it larger and longer than we need to. You know, it is pretty big. And while your horse might not have a problem with it now, you know, over a great distance, might get kind of tired of it. So we'll see. Like I said, maybe it'll come in use and maybe we can just sell it for some more coin. Or some help, maybe, if somebody wants to be nice to us. And
I feel like Brute snorts at that.
I'll
I don't mean to offend you, buddy. I'm just trying not to make it hard on ya.
Brute appreciates it. He can definitely carry the weight. He's been through. He's been through a lot to get where he is today. But if the time comes and we have to dump it, we will dump it.
Aye, all right.
So
Whatever works.
Jakob says, "Do we have a heading?"
Northeast.
Silas, do we have a
Thora.
heading?
We
Thora.
witnessed some devastation to the northeast. What I can tell you is we saw a large copse of these darkwood trees to the north, but to the northeast, there appeared to be some devastation. If there's anything nefarious happening here, or something that Silas you had from your dream, or they're building siege craft, maybe it's there.
Could be possible. I do have an idea. And now I take my eye patch back off. Like I take it off and on every so often. The spells that I have from the eye, do those require casting components?
No.
Or can I just cast the spell?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and glance northeast and cast Augury.
Okay.
Since I get 3 casts per day.
Yep. So Augury requires that you pose a question.
Yeah. I will kind of glance towards the northeast, focusing on the eye, peering as far as I can, which in game terms is 30 minutes, but I will kind of just ask if we focus on going northeast, will our destination give us answers that we may seek?
Good post question. That was posed very well. That was good.
I gotta think. I'm like, how can I word this very specifically? But
That was
Okay.
very well done.
yeah.
And I need you to make a wisdom check.
Yep.
Don't forget you get a +2. Don't forget you have a +2 in your pocket.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Have any other things that give me bonus? Okay. Wisdom check. It is one of my primes. Oh.
Uh-oh.
3 + 1 is 4.
Okay. So,
Okay.
you guys watch as Silas's glowing eye reflects back at him a vision of himself. So you see Silas in the eye, and that is a indication to Silas that your own reflection means that the spell has failed.
Kind of understanding kind of the component of the spell now. I'll be like,
Well,
not
Well.
used to it yet. I don't know. I tried to
Silas, we
I tried
could
to-
move. Yeah.
see a future, so apparently that still lies more in Istis's domain, I suppose.
Okay.
It's 4 days away. So we travel a day and you can try again. If the
I
answer is
mean-
no, we can turn back.
In truth, I could cast it twice more if you'd like me to.
Absolutely.
Then I will try it again, posing the same question.
Okay.
Do you move to a different part of the tree? Like
I
a
don't-
different part of the tree base? You just gotta try it there?
That gives me an idea.
Like getting
As
a better
I'm saying
signal.
it, Can I
Yeah.
put my hand? Can I put my hand on the tree and focus on northeast, feeling the power from the tree?
Okay.
I know it's not. I know it's the item casting it, but
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a battery.
All right. And you pose the
Push
same
your
question.
forehead
Give me
to it.
another wisdom check.
That's a natural 19.
Mhm.
+1 is a dirty 20.
Okay, so
Should I?
the eye turns blue, indicating a good outcome.
I'll kind of glance all back at you, my hand's still on the tree, and I'll just be like, it's showing blue, and I'll be like, it seems if we go north, we'll have answers. Apparently, to that northeast
Well done, Silas.
might be the direction we need to go. That was interesting.
Does the eye stay blue, or does it just shine blue
It
and then go
it
back to like
shines
this
blue
purple?
it shines blue for a few moments, and then it goes back to its rippling color effect.
Interesting. You trust your eyeball?
I'm still not a fan of the gods, but it seems we at least have we have more choices than I once perceived.
Right. Then I'm here to follow.
So
As am I, apparently.
as you move to the northeast, and you've traveled for about 30 minutes. So you're not the tree is behind you, but not that far behind you. You start to see arrows in the ground ahead. Like arrows that have been shot. They're at different angles. And there's a mix of arrows. Some of them are finely crafted, and others not so finely crafted. So there's a mix of types of arrows in the ground ahead. And then you something else catches your eye. And what you soon find, the grove ahead is choked in webs.
Oh, the
But not
meme.
pale silk spider webs. These strands are thick and black and they glisten like they're made of tar. They sag between the trees in heavy sheets, swallowing the sunlight that makes its way down to the floor of the forest here. So that everything around this region seems a little dimmer. Every so often, a faint pulse runs through them, like a vein carrying something sluggish. An unseen lifeblood, perhaps. At the grove's heart lies a body. An elf, sprawled among the strands, their once fine armor torn to shreds. A terrible wound splits their side. It's ragged, and at this distance appears wet, and eerily like a large bite. But it's swollen with something worse, maybe infection. But Grenna immediately thinks corruption of some type. The black threads cling to the corpse as though drinking it in, twitching faintly with each imagined heartbeat.
Is this a whole person or is this a half person?
No, this is a whole person with the exception of the large wound in its side. There's appears to be a fair amount missing there.
Okay.
And the wound looks very angry, inflamed. Even for a dead body, it does not look like a friendly wound. And like I said, these webs, they span out, 30, 40 feet in all directions around the corpse. And every so often they twitch like a push of this life force pushes through them outwards from the body that they are attached to.
I don't like any of this.
You see me just putting my armor on like
I don't like any of this. If anything, we're gonna have to do the same thing we did before.
we can't leave this
Encountering
on
this here.
No, we
We
cannot.
can't leave this close to the tree.
As you
We're gonna
say,
be friends with each
that, Jacques is like, Vegard, look! And from the east, the floor of the forest moves like a carpet, as you see hundreds of little spiders moving from the east to sort of the southwest, just sort of diagonally across the edge of you, like just a carpet of sort of undulating legs and torsos.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. worst nightmare ever. Thank you.
And Silas and Vegard, this is familiar to you. When you traveled from Kingsgate between Merkshire and Darkwood Abbey, a carpet of spiders like this fled the forest through your camp.
Tight. Fire. Yeah, I think fire is good. As I push my horse to the other side and then draw the sword and nod to Grenna and Thora and just start marching in that direction.
Okay.
Shoot the trees! I'm just kidding.
So all these spiders skitter past you on the ground, and you're gonna... What are you gonna do? You tell me.
Oh, stab them. Yeah, for sure. They're not...
Yeah, if that's what we're doing, I'm stabbing.
Yeah, I'm not going to let them get... They almost killed Jacques. No, actually, Jacques last time emasculated me and killed more of these spiders than I did. So Jacques got this. Yeah. Jacques, you know what to do.
Okay.
Right.
So you sort of take some swings at them and you hack apart these little spiders as they skitter past you. But like so many of them just keep on running. They don't turn to fight. Like they are in full flight mode.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Are they running from something?
Jakob says, I think you're right, Silas.
I think we need to step back, get some more hidden immediately. Now.
All right. Moving back, trying to hide the horse, trying to find a place to hide.
So you guys do
Following suit.
your best to tuck in behind trees and that, and it's not long before you see these larger spiders skittering and stopping as they pick off a little one. They don't even stay to eat it. They just kill it and then skitter again and kill it. There's about half a dozen of them, and they're about the size of a Chihuahua or pug. Like, that's about the size of these spiders that are picking off these much smaller ones. And can I have each of you make a wisdom check? And I will give Grenna an extra +2 on this roll.
That's a 6.
Me too.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
I think I got a 7 + 1. Yeah.
Okay. And
I'm the wisest.
is wisdom a primary for you, Vagard?
No. Yeah. So like, how do I figure?
Okay, so one by one, these spiders, they sort of pick off the little spiders, but they don't really see you. And as the mass of spiders sort of flees to the southwest, this half a dozen of these bigger spiders keep chasing, paying no mind to you or those black tarry webs or the body of the elf.
Right. What's in that direction? Like, I'm still looking in that direction.
The direction that they're going, or where they came from?
Came from.
Just forest. But the carpet of spiders seem to be running away from the bigger ones.
Okay. Going into the webby place. Detecting evil.
The webs.
Greta will stay a healthy distance away from that.
The webs all of those tarry black webs radiate evil.
Can we burn this? Silas. This is pure evil.
Yes, we can burn it. Vagard. And I'll get as close as I can without.
I'll stay right with him. I'm gonna my hands on his back. If anything happens, I'm grabbing him and just chucking him backwards.
So Silas, I'm not saying don't do it or do it, but in this case, the black webbing is like stuck to trees and everything, and you won't be able to, like, you're gonna burn everything.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you gotta cut the limb off.
Let's see what's going on first here before we decide to burn half the forest down. Something tells me if we didn't find the elves yet, they will find us shortly thereafter. If we burn the bloody forest down, my man.
Maybe there's a source.
That's a correct spot. Can I see if the webs kind of like shift to one area? Are they more present in one area, like almost as if
the corpse is the center, and they have radiated out from him up, but not in a perfect pattern. They're like stretching up into the trees. They're everywhere,
as if it was randomized.
Yeah.
Which,
but he is definitely the elven corpse is like the center and the anchor.
My assumption would be, based on what we saw before, that there is something inside of this corpse. Based on what we saw the night before.
Take my sword and cut open the...
Just wait. Vagard, hang on. Before we do something like that and unleash hell itself, let's take our time, get back a little bit, and see if we can't rattle what's inside. Give ourselves at least an advantage here.
I agree with him.
I'll look at Gren and be like, this is my...
I don't like it either. I don't like it either. Please, just stand
All
back
right.
with me.
Come.
Come here.
Come. I will step back.
You
with
stand on
Vega.
that side.
Getting...
You stand on that side. I stand on this side, and we'll both prepare just in case. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Do what the lady said.
I hand him like a handkerchief, like the knight has the handkerchief. I hand my handkerchief over to him and be like, I'd rather you not throw up on this one, but if you need it, here you go.
I will get back a little bit, and I will kind of back, like I'm at least, I would say, to give you a specific route, maybe 60 feet back.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna chuck a Magi missile at it.
Nice. Okay. So that automatically hits. It streaks in and hits the body, and it knocks the body flat into the ground as the force of the spell hits it, and you watch as it, like, the webbing sort of tears away as the force of his body crashes into the dirt there, and then all the webs are still kind of hanging, and then you notice like these long blacky tendrils begin to reach out of the ends of the webs down towards the body again.
Oh. Time to go. Everybody, time to go.
One by one, they sort of reattach, and that pulsing through the webs like a heartbeat begins once they have reattached to the body.
I think we do mount back up on the horses and get out of here. I don't think that we can take this. I don't think that this is natural enough for us. But I do think that we need to keep this place in mind for maybe potentially more people who are better equipped than us to do with this.
Just saying,
This fears out of our hands.
Is it too late to go back to Kingsgate? I mean, we have time, right? Like,
absolutely.
No. We are days into this journey. Tens and tens of miles at this point. We can't just go back. It's not that easy.
I know. We've been here for 4 days, and worms, and now this.
I only expected to get worse, and to be completely honest, I thought it was going to be worse until now. So this is pretty easy for where I thought we were going to be. I thought we were going to have to deal with a whole lot more, so, I'm okay with this, but also not very okay with this. This is the antithesis to everything I believe in. And I don't want to leave it, but I also don't want to die fighting it quite yet. I know that's my duty, but I don't want to die quite yet.
I'm in agreement. So,
okay.
Apparently, we destroyed and it regrows back, so...
To an extent, that is how rot works.
Just to be clear, you didn't destroy any of the webs. The force of the Magi missile knocked the webs sort of off the body as it, like... Just imagine you gave the body a good solid kick in the chest and it skidded away and the webs detach, right? They break away like you would expect webs to break away.
Yeah,
but then you watch as they sort of reach out for the body again and reattach themselves.
What is there a nexus? Like, is there a large web, like a nest? Is there anything?
So Vagard starts to look around a little bit more, and beyond this elf, you start to see other patches of black web to the east in the direction that you're heading, the northeast. There are many elves. Not all of them on the ground, some of them in the trees, some of them on the ground, all of them with vicious wounds, all of them with these black webs attached. You even, and this is maybe a bit dreadful for Grenna, but there is one of those massive owls wrapped up in some of the black webbing in one of the trees. Its rider still in its saddle, buckled in. And again, the webs pulsing off of these two dead creatures.
Don't
like any of this.
We should continue. Let's get more. Let's see what we're up against here, or what they were up against. I don't know. And I look at them in the many
want-
of elves. I don't think we can take whatever this is. But King Takar may want to know that this is this close to the back door. We need just a little bit more evidence. Can't carry this back.
So where do you suppose we go? If not through it?
Through it.
You want to go through that? The thing that you said that you just didn't want to deal with?
Someone has to. I look at Jacques and be like, someone, this is part of the business.
He grips his spear and tries to look as tough as possible atop his pony.
I'm so sick of the macho-ness, but fine.
I don't think it's macho.
I'm
I don't want
sorry.
anybody to get hurt.
Sorry, I said that part out loud. Apologies.
Okay.
I feel compelled.
So you begin to push to the east again, the northeast. You walk beneath these blackened webs, these bodies, and clearly there was quite a fight here. The elves didn't win, though. There are signs of another force. There's arrows that don't match the elven arrows laying about. They're good arrows. They're just not as finely crafted, clearly, as the elven arrows. And you think the elven force numbers close to 30 by the time you make it clear of their fight. You travel on for the remainder of the day to the northeast. You don't see anything like that again. And at last you come to a great ravine. It's big. You're not sure that there's a way to go around it. It stretches in all directions. On the ground, along the edge of the ravine, you see a number of stones. Each stone marked with what appears to be elven glyphs, maybe elven writing. The trees part to reveal a cluster of these ancient stones, standing like silent guardians at the rim of this deep ravine. Their surfaces are etched with curling glyphs, weathered but still sharp against the mossy stone. The carvings seem deliberate, protective in place, but jagged and frantic in others, as if warning away trespassers. The ravine below yawns wide and black, its depths veiled by a suffocating tangle of tar-like webs. The strands stretch from cliff to cliff in heavy sheets, swallowing torchlight and any sunlight that reaches into the forest this far. You cannot read the words cut into the stone, unless someone speaks elf. And I'm not sure if anyone can speak elf. But the air itself carries their meaning. Dread presses down here, and a whispering sense of danger. These stones were meant to keep something out, or perhaps keep the living from going in.
As I see the script, I will just immediately cast comprehension on myself.
Okay. So, it's Elven. A number of the glyphs read Lake Anwa, or danger here in the common tongue. A number of the stones read the word Moralinde, which roughly translates to black song. There are others that are more jagged and recent. And they say words, they say, the word that they say is Mornul, which directly translates to black goat.
I will motion to Grenna immediately and just show her some of the things, and like again, like a little tint in my eyes so you can see that arcanery is afoot, and then I'll point out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll point out to you kind of the things that I've noticed, and especially focus on the last one as well.
I think she starts to memorize that one, the way that it sounds when you reflect it back, the way that it looks. That just kind of starts getting etched into her memory.
Was it again? It was Morcana?
No, there's Lokanwa, which means danger here, basically, is the rough translation. And Morlinde, which means
Morlinde.
black song. Now those runes are very old. And then the newer runes that have been carved in haste and have sort of a rough edge to them are Mornul, which is what the elves call the black goat.
Mornul. Okay.
And I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break. We'll have everybody, use the bathroom, grab a drink, things like that. And then we can decide what we do next. Sound good?
Perfect.
Yeah. Don't forget
Silas
there's a
seems
giveaway
stressed.
going out
Silas
there,
seems
everybody,
stressed.
So hit
There's a giveaway.
Oh yes, there is a giveaway. You can press /ticket_1 and you can get your ticket. We have $10 gift cards for the Troll Lord Games store, and those gift cards can be used towards any PDF in the Troll Lord Games store. And just so you know, the Player's Handbook in the Troll Lord Games store, I'm pretty sure is free. So you could get the Player's Handbook, which would give you all the rules to play, and then pick up a module for yourself with your $10 gift card, and you'd have enough to, give this system a one shot and a whirl. Okay? We're all good? We'll take our break. We'll be right back. And we are back. Everybody's had a chance to take a breather and do what they need to do. So yeah, you're standing at the edge of a very large ravine that doesn't seem to have any end to it, and these perhaps warning stones upon the ground.
It's a huge crack.
It's a huge crack.
All right, so if you want to go into it, I'm going to kind of defer to your expertise and follow you. If you and Thora don't mind going first, because she can see a great more distance than you can without much light.
I don't mind going first.
Tie the rope off, hold it tight, and make sure that line down.
Are you going to leave the horses here?
Jacques, could probably stay here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacques on horse duty.
I'd like
That I don't
if
want you to think
guys
that the
don't
horses
mind.
can't get into the ravine. It's steep, but they could get down.
Oh,
I'll ride Brute.
If you're going to keep moving east, they're going to have to come down and go back up the other side because you don't see like the ravine just runs.
Yeah. Then we'll keep with them. We'll keep with them.
I'll Grant will be like, these are rentals, or to Silas. I'm like, so hashtag not my horse, and just just kidding. Grant.
Yeah, no, but Rana understands, like, you know, that this is a risk that we do have to take. So, she just kind of nods, you know, albeit with a little bit of a smirk. But yeah, you know, we'll follow.
Okay.
Continue on with the horses.
So you make your way down into the ravine, and it takes some time. But Grenna is a skilled horseman, as well as horse person, and Thora is a skilled horse person as well. So the two of you guide the group down into the bottom of the ravine. When you get there, there is water in the bottom of the ravine that runs along it, and you can make out to the I guess it would be the east. There are definitely caves in the walls of the ravine down that way. The black webbing all above you, almost like a roof, if you would, like a canopy, if you were to move in that direction. Or you can try to push up the other side of the ravine here.
So, if I had to guess, the most evil is pointing towards the canopy of.
If you sense evil,
yeah.
you can anywhere where those black webs exist, there is a faint trace of evil there.
Huge raid just now from Jay.
Oh, cool!
Hi,
Welcome,
everybody!
welcome.
Thank you.
What do you think is more feasible? I'd rather not purposely go into these black webs, but, you know, if we have to go along them to figure out where the source is or what could be going on, then that is an option. But I don't want the horses to be doing too much climbing. It's not good for them, and they're going to need a break faster than we will if we push them too far.
Water here. We could keep them here near one of these caves, and then press in on foot, just for a little while to see if there's anything like a center of gravity of evil in this direction. If not, just keep going. But I think it's worthy to explore.
Hey, I don't disagree. Just need to make sure that we're protecting the horses, because without them, we can get out. It just takes much longer. Something bad happens. So.
Okay. So Jacques, you guys find somewhere for the horses to stay with Jacques. Your squire will stay with them, and the four of you and Brother Jakob push further into the ravine. Or,
Yes.
or does Jakob stay with Jacques?
He probably needs a partner, and at the very least, Jakob can be our medical. You know, keep him back here, and come back and heal.
Okay. Yeah, that's feasible. So is that the plan then? I think that's a good plan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Okay.
make it happen.
Okay.
Well, the DM said that's a good plan, so yeah, awesome. Or the
Feel like
CK.
these are famous last words, everyone, but screw it.
We might be ending Summer of Siege with everybody else.
Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it?
Nice job, Coco. Nice job.
Jakob says to you before departing, do you anticipate eight-legged friends down there? As he
Absolutely.
Probably.
The daddy thing itself. I don't know what they call it.
Jakob has enough mana to cast Delay Toxin 3 times.
Helpful.
This would grant immunity to all toxins, including natural and manufactured, and it protects you from the damaging effects of toxins that are injected, consumed, or been exposed to as well. It will last for 1 hour per level, which means he would protect you each for 3 hours with his Delay Toxin spell. And he can cast that 3 times before you depart. Or he could save that mana for healing.
Good question.
I like the first option. If we start getting poked back, I don't know.
I'd say potentially half and half. Maybe have him cast it once or twice on somebody so he has maybe something left for later if we need it. Just because I don't think 3 out of the 4 of us having no toxins and somebody being able to be exposed to toxins really does much at the end of the day. There's still going to need to be healing for that last person should they get poked. So, you know, we're still going to need something. I think maybe, you know, our good little magic friend here should probably have it casted because God help his soul, he is as thin as a paper and he's going to go down pretty fast. I love you dearly, friend, but you're going, this is not a cup of tea. I don't know if you dealt with anything with the black goat, but they really just kind of latch onto you quick and suck you dry. So let's not have you dead. I don't want you to die.
No, to be clear, I still have one other eye, 2 arms, and 2 legs. I have appendages to give here. Let's see what happens.
That's not really what... Now I'm just speaking like you. That's not how it goes, friend. That's not how it goes. That is not how it goes. But you know, if it does...
The other eye is just into my other eye.
Yes.
No! I'm really hoping that you don't have to do that, friend. I'm hoping 1 is enough. 1 should clearly be enough.
Can I do an inventory on bandages, apples, and roots before we...
Apples and roots are wasted at this point.
Yes,
they are gone.
Apples and roots are no longer with you.
They are no longer with us.
And you have... I don't know what your bandage supplies are like. That would be something...
I have no bandages. I've got none on hand.
I've got 3. That is it.
How many did we get? We got 4 each or 2 each?
You should have gotten
Bandages?
4.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the original bandage count was, and I know that you found some on your way before, so that is not the sort of thing I keep track of. So you tell me what you show.
Showing 5.
I had 4, but I used one the first session. I cannot remember his name on the guy who was...
Yeah, I've only had 2, and I used both of mine. I gave 1 away, and I used 1. So, and I had an apple which I gave to Thora. So
Okay.
I'm out. I'm out.
We're spent.
So
Worth it.
Rough.
Would you like him to cast Delay Toxin? And if so, on who?
At least Silas.
I say once on Silas, and then
Save
yeah, save the heals.
I love that Silas. It's like, cast it on Silas. Okay. So Silas has delayed.
He's the one who's got the eye right now.
Si-
He's.
Yo, I got 9
keep
HP.
him safe. We have to keep him safe.
Here's the thing. Granna was out of line, but she was right.
Out of line, but correct. Okay, so Silas.
So you're
out of
trying to
line,
climb
she's
the tree, okay? You know, you did just as poorly as me. But I know how to fight with a weapon. You know how to fight with your hands and your brain, but you're different.
So Jakob casts
And now your eye.
delay toxin
Now your eye.
onto Silas, and the four of you push deeper into the ravine.
Silas takes it, like his hands up here, just angry, mumbling underneath his breath. Talks it on
Hey,
your
don't-
family. How about that?
don't pout. Don't pout. Be grateful.
Fine.
Save your life.
We're only looking out for your best intentions there. I promise.
Excuse me, I'm going to write up my last will and
You're now.
testament.
Do you realize that you are now a living vestige? You're pretty priceless. You as a whole entire thing existing in the world are a pretty priceless specimen now.
Can I have everyone give me a wisdom check as you push down
Where's that?
I don't like the music.
the ravine?
Here's the
An
wisdom check.
18. Let's go.
God dang it.
I rolled
3,
great once and
4.
only once this session.
Remember, I think everyone still has their +2, so you're welcome to add that.
Yes.
I'm not using that on this.
No,
I rolled
not
high
Doesn't make
enough.
a
I don't think I need to.
I got a total of 4 over here. No thanks. I
Okay.
think I'll hang on to that one.
Well, granted, you rolled an 18, but you are not a prime in wisdom, so you've just met the lowest possible success you can get there.
Then screw it. Let's add the 2. We're closing in on late in the session.
Okay.
Let's add the 2. Let's
Okay.
make that a dirty 20. Let's bump up that success a little bit.
Then Grenna does see what's coming as the party pushes through the woods ahead. Grenna starts to see large spiders descending trees and down silky cords, and they are the ones that you saw before were sort of pug and Pomeranian sized. These are closer to Rottweiler in size, and like German Shepherd size. Like they're as big as large dogs as they begin to descend around you.
Halt it, and she's gonna just point and say numbers based on sundial. You know, we have sundials in this world, right? To tell time.
Absolutely.
Whatever. Time-telling devices. She's just gonna point to wherever they're descending from and try to give notice so that everybody can kind of shift themselves, not into a corner, not into like a cone, but shift themselves around to be kind of spread out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
There's a battle map.
And then we're gonna roll some initiative because
wow.
the spiders are not friendly, as you may have guessed.
What? No.
Who wants to roll it first?
Is it a D10?
It's a D10.
Yeah.
It's a D10. Who would like to
Okay.
roll for the party first?
Oh, I can't see anything on this.
I'm gonna.
can't see
You're gonna
anything.
see stuff in a second. I just have to update.
Oh, okay, I was like, I can see
just have to
where I
update
think I am.
I have to update the map.
Roll it.
I don't mind going
Roll it.
first. Yeah,
Roll
I
it.
don't mind going first.
It
Okay.
ain't about what's on the other side. It's the climb.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
Nice.
Big money, no whammies.
So we need daylight mode, and we just need to take the brightness back.
Oh shit. Oh.
Okay.
I love this with the trees. This thing is so cool.
So, what did we get? What was the initiative check?
A 9.
A 9. I don't
Yee.
think I'm gonna beat that, to be frank. I got a 3. So
Better not.
you guys are going to get the choice to go first. We're gonna get some more appropriate music rolling here as these spiders descend. They are fairly big. So who would like to go first? You guys have initiative. Who would like to react?
I mean, yes, I'll do the. Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy. So I'll go left, point to Grenna. Like
Yeah.
we have to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go left.
And I'll start heading up with you in that direction. I think I'll go right after so we can kind of like
So
do that.
you can make
1-2.
a half move and attack, or you can make as much as a double move, but that's a charge. You'll get on a charge, you get +2 to hit, but they also get +2 to hit you because you leave yourself open.
Oh yeah, I'll charge.
Okay. Yep. So you reach that thing and go ahead and take a swing.
Nine, 10, but I'll add my +2 on it to go to 12.
A 12.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't add my modifiers. I'm sorry, I'm silly.
Yep. Make sure you add your modifiers.
Okay, I'm silly.
It's got to be at least, I think, a +2 or +3.
Yeah, it's okay. Longsword, and strength 11, 12. And we are adding our level or no?
No, you don't add your level.
Okay, so this will be 14 to hit without the +2.
A 14. That is not a hit.
Then I'll add the +2.
Then that is a hit. So, so you've used your +2 as well, and you strike a blow against the spider. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Four.
4? Nice.
4.
Did you add your strength bonus to damage?
I did.
Nice. Okay, it's not dead. Your blade hits it, and it's not enough to kill the thing. Who would like to go next?
I'll go and do the same thing. Am I able to charge and kind of do the same move?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
On
I'm
the
gonna
same
go
spider
right.
or a different spider? Same spider.
Same
Excellent.
spider.
So you're gonna
Gonna
roll
try to
whatever
work
your
at
you get whatever your bonus is to hit, but you get an extra +2 because you charged.
Okay, so I'm doing the longsword.
Nice
Hit
roll.
22 plus the 2 is a 24.
Yeah, that totally is a hit.
So
And 4
that
damage,
hits
it looks
for
like.
4 damage. Yep.
This thing is still up.
Okay.
Who would like to go
That'll be my
next?
turn.
Oh, that's a juicy spider.
Thora's gonna wait to see what Silas does because she doesn't want to leave him unattended.
That's nice. So,
Unprotected.
and Silas, all you gotta remember is if you cast, you can't move at all.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking here. And I just counted 30 feet away from the closest one. Great positioning. I think he's going to take. Yeah, I think he's going to take a movement and head as close as he can to the rest of the group.
Okay.
I'm not staying back here, Thora. I think it's better if I head back.
All right, I will stay with you then. You don't need to be by yourself.
25. I'll head just 25 feet down here.
Nice. And where is Thora going to go?
Thora is also going to go right next to him.
Okay. Do you want to ready an attack if something comes close to you?
Yes.
Okay. Because you didn't use your action, your turn. So okay. Well, listen. The spiders begin to move.
Not.
There we go. So Thora can attack as that one comes in range.
All right. I'm gonna use my bastard sword.
Yeah, perfect.
That is a 21 to hit.
That is a hit. How much damage?
That's going to be 7 points of damage.
Nice. It's not dead, but that is one heck of a wound. Now, the spiders, the first one will attack Vhagar. So it got an 8. That certainly doesn't hit. And the other one will attack Thora. A 22, which probably hits.
Yeah, that hits.
For 4 points of damage.
All right.
And could you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay. Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay, and that's your prime, I believe. So that's
Yes.
successful. You're not affected by its poison. Okay, so that does that round. Who's next to roll initiative for Team Hero? Grenna pointed, so it's not her.
No, did Silas get to go yet? Or did he just
Yeah,
move?
He just moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do it. I'll do
Okay,
it.
roll initiative, D10. I did not roll great, so you might be good here.
I got a 6.
That is better than my 3. So you guys can take your actions again.
Okay. Is anybody feeling emotionally inclined?
Go for it.
I'll attack first again. Or, I mean, I'll attack
ahead.
first this time.
Okay, Thora.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have at ye, Thora. Have at ye.
14.
That is not a hit.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to use your +2?
Yes.
Then that is a 16, and that hits.
All right.
How much damage? And if I'm correct,
5
only
points.
Silas has his +2 left?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
5 points.
5 points.
I'm not
Uh,
good at spells.
You just obliterate this spider under that second blow, Thora. And its legs sprawl out, and it lets out a small squeak and squash. Can you make me a wisdom check, please?
All right. And an 11.
An 11. Okay, that's all I need to know. Who would like to go next?
I too would like to make a wisdom check.
Well, yeah, that's a comforting feeling. I will go to. I will, feeling a little bit more secured. Here,
Yeah.
I will turn around and I'll attack the. I'll say Magi missile at the one, down there in between Grenna and.
Yeah, the wounded one. Sounds good. So
Yeah.
the magic darts out and strikes it.
Uh, 1 point. 1 plus 1. Is that what it is?
1 plus 1, so 2.
2 points.
It's not dead yet.
Dang it.
Who would
Great.
like to go next?
Finish it
I
off.
think Grenna, yeah. No. I think Grenna sees this and she's gonna try to move. I can move through people's spaces, right? Or do I have to move
Yes.
around?
No, you can move through spaces.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually move here. And because I see this one kind of coming behind Silas, and Silas turned his attention to the one that's between us.
Yep.
So I think me seeing that one coming, I'm gonna go for that one and scream to you, specifically Vagar, finish this one off, and kind of jump through and go to attack the
I'm
one.
gonna
that is
let
coming from
Vagar
behind.
go first then, because if Vagar kills this
Yeah.
one, then you can move without any attacks of opportunities and things like that.
21 to
Perfect.
That is a hit,
21 to
Vagar.
hit.
How much damage?
hit. And that's 7 damage.
Oh, destroys it. So at the
need that
moment,
first.
this is our position, and I need both you and Grenna to give me wisdom saves. Well, wisdom
Oh,
checks.
that's right. Wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh. Nah.
I got a 5. I'm rolling crap
Awesome.
for wisdom.
That's all I need to know. Okay, so then Grenna crosses across and meets another spider's charge. Go ahead and attack, Grenna.
I mean,
Once again with the long sword. It's
up
an
there,
11
isn't it?
to hit.
And
Does not hit.
11 does not hit, but you have cut it off from getting to the rest of the party. So there is something in that. So their turn. It's going to try and bite. It's going to try and bite Grenna. And I have an 11, which is not a hit.
Nope.
This one skitters in from the back and attacks Thora. A 4, that is not a hit. The dice are being very friendly to you. So we're back to initiative. Who would like to roll for the party? Silas?
do it.
Yep. 3.
3. I got a 5. So they are going to go first. So they attack again. One on Grenna. And I've got a 12, which is not a hit. And then another one on Thora. And I got a 21, which is a hit. For 3 points of damage, Thora. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. As its venomous fangs dig in.
An 11.
An 11. That is not a save. So, you're going to take an additional 3 points of damage. Okay, it's now your guys' turn. Who would like to go?
Well, I'm pissed, so I'm slashing into
the
spider.
That. Okay.
Damn it.
I'm pissed. Let's go!
Go.
That's a 19.
That's a hit. How much damage from Thora?
6 points.
Nice. The spider squeals in pain. Who would like to go next?
Silas
I'll
will go.
Silas?
Oh, go ahead, go. Yeah, no, go.
Yeah. Silas, I will do another Magi missile, but I will realize as I was casting the last spell, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm 3rd level now. I get to shoot it twice.
Do you get 2? I don't think the extra missile comes until your 3rd level.
So that at 3rd level, they can... Oh, I have to cast it. Not at 3rd level, me, but the magic lot.
Oh, no, hold on a second. Yes, when you're... So, I'm sorry, you're correct. When you're 3rd level, when the caster is 3rd level, you get another missile. Absolutely. So 2d4 plus 1 each.
Yes, so I will realize, I'll be like, wait a minute, and I'll just kind of split my hands with the thing, and I'll cast it twice. Yeah.
And are you doing the one beside you?
I'll do a bolt. I'll do one at each.
Oh, one at each. We're getting fancy.
I'll be like, wait, I could literally just, I'll kind of push one out, split it, and then go, and then they'll just kind of follow along.
I love that.
The one on the right takes only 2 points of damage.
The one on the right
one on the
2.
left,
Okay.
We'll take the one on the 5 points of damage on
nice.
The one on the left.
That one had some stank on it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be like, whoops, I've got to learn how to distribute this evenly.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go. Just kind of from seeing it impact. I'm like, okay, and kind of try to find the opening within that.
Yep.
To make connection and swing.
Does not.
No, that is a 5.
Does not hit.
Does not make creatures.
Vegard.
I'll run up to flank.
Yep.
With Grenna and try to hit. If I move and hit.
Yeah, totally. You can get right to here because it's half your movement, right? So 5, 10, 15. Yep. Now you're in flank. That gives you another +2 to hit.
Yep. Okay. 17 plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Okay. Yep. 1 damage.
1?
So a total of 3.
Oh no.
Okay, it's not dead. It's not dead. And it is initiative.
Golly, he says.
Who hasn't rolled initiative for the party yet? Because it's your turn. Vegard, roll initiative for us. A D10. 4. They're going first. So the first one tries to bite Thora. A nat 20.
Dude!
I know! I feel like... I feel yucky. So you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
That being said, you're already poisoned, so we don't need to make another save here. And then the other one will attack Grenna. Non-natural, but a 21 for 3 points of damage to Grenna, and I need Grenna to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. How do I do that?
It's just like you'd make a Constitution check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a prime.
It's a prime. You're
17.
good. You're good. The poison doesn't take effect. It's now your guy's turn, and when that happens, because Thora was failed her save last turn, she needs to make another save right away at the start of her turn to avoid the full strength of the venom of the spider.
And which one am I doing again? Wisdom?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. So I'm not adding my level, correct?
Yes, you should add your level. Your level plus
Okay.
your con bonus.
An 18.
You are good. So, had that second round of poison hit you, you would have taken another 1d4 damage, and you would have been paralyzed for 2 to 12 hours.
Uh,
Oh.
And unlike other editions of Dungeons and Dragons, things like that, where you get extra saves every turn, you do not get those here in Castles and Crusades. Once the poison sets in, you would be paralyzed. But you shake it off, Thora. No problem. And you can go now.
oh, I can go now. Okay. And now I'm extra pissed.
I'm furious.
No, 14 doesn't hit.
No, it does not. Who would like to go next?
Apparently not that pissed.
I'll smash a spider.
Okay, remember you get an extra
Yeah,
+2 to
do
hit
it.
because Grenna's got your flank here.
Missed 14.
14, yeah, that does not hit.
I'm
Grenna,
just not awesome. Yeah.
Grenna or Silas, whoever wants to go next.
I'll go ahead.
I'll do it again. These things are getting kind of annoying.
Magi missile.
Yep, I'll actually try and direct both at the one to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 5 points of damage and 2 points of damage, so 7 in total.
Totally kills him. Can you and Thora both give me a wisdom check, please?
Sure.
Nope.
I cannot roll. This is going in away.
Okay,
We're grabbing it.
That's all I needed to know. Grenna, it's back to you.
Let's just try to get this thing again.
Yeah.
That's
Crit!
a nat 20.
So
I
we
crit,
we
that's
doubled that
16
8 up
points
to
of
a
damage.
16. Wow, just obliterates it.
I get absolutely pissed, so I stake it through the thorax, right up top. I give him the old from the top rope.
Nice,
And
nice.
just crush it and I scream. I'm just like, like absolute, like between fear and anxiety and stress. And now seeing that one of our friends has been bit, I am pissed. So it is with tons of rage that comes down.
Yeah, and being descriptive may have helped you here. As you strike it through the thorax, like you said, and pierce right through, not only does your blade penetrate the spider, but it also penetrates the leech attached to the bottom of its belly. And it too is stuck on your blade. The head of the leech buried into the body of the spider.
Burn.
Okay. Think I pull it out and they kind of separate out and the bodies limp, kind of, fall
Absolutely.
side by side. And I just kind of point the tip of my sword at it, at the leech. Do you see that? Seems like we're finding a common thread.
Everybody can give me another wisdom save. You're +4 on this roll.
Nope.
Oh,
26. I'm wise as all heck right now.
I'm
I'm
the
as dumb
owl.
as a stack of rocks.
I am the owl.
Grenna,
17.
17?
I'll add my +2.
So 19?
as well.
And is it your prime? Wisdom of prime?
It is my prime.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you get that.
Grenna, pick one of your friends here.
I'll pick Thora.
Thora. Silas, pick one of your friends.
One of the three next to me.
Yeah. You can pick yourself if you want, I guess.
I'll pick Vhagar.
Okay. So as you know, Grenev kills it and says, like, do you see that thing? Grenna, you look around at your friends, and Thora has one of those leeches crawling up the back of her leg. And and Silas, you can see one of them wrapped around Vhagar's boot, slowly making its way up.
Get it? Get it? Hey, your leg. Get it? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I immediately snapped it up by the head, and I crucked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start checking over everybody. I'll go to Silas when he says that, and I'll check it
so
over really well.
And Thor, as you snatch it up and hold it for a moment, you hear the faintest of whispers. You can't make out what it said, and then you crush the darn thing, and it just, the ichor through your fingers and everything. You guys check around. There was one of these on each of the spiders, so you find one more maybe crawling across the ground nearby. And each of the spiders has a wound on its belly where you can see the thing burrowed its head in like a tick.
I think we found our common thread, like I said. This is definitely the cause.
I hate these things.
You're right there, Vhagar.
Take the handkerchief that you gave me, and I'm just gonna wipe spider guts off your breastplate, and then tuck it back in.
What a gentleman! Thank you.
Ugh.
And you guys can see ahead from one of the caves, water trickling out into forming the little creek that runs through the bottom of the ravine. And also at that cave, there are those black webs sort of framing the entrance.
Let's bring up the horses.
Agreed.
Okay. So it's not long before Jacques and Father Jakob join you with the horses. Yes.
Can my lay on hands heal poison? I'm trying to look this up. But
let me check that. I know it can do. I know you can get rid of disease.
Disease. I can cure disease, but
yes.
I thought lay on hands could.
No, I think in this lay on hands is strictly hit points.
Heal.
But you do have the power to remove disease. Remove disease, detect evil.
No matter the origin. But that's not poison.
No.
So
you can heal damage, but you can't cure poison. Okay. But the venom has run its course. Thora has fought off the...
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Irrelevant, Tim. Okay.
So...
Wish I was a wizard.
You stand at the mouth of a cave that is ominous and seems to be the source of all the nastiness down in this ravine.
Rest up, heal, and go in.
I do believe that we're gonna have to rest. There's no way that we can go in there alone. Not with just fighting off all those other ones. Okay. Probably best that we get our strength up.
And this is what was on the outside of it. I feel for what could be possibly on the inside.
Seeing that Thor is wounded, Brother Jakob begins to cast some spells. He'll cast Cure Light Wounds twice on you and heal a total of 14 hit points, Thora.
Whoa.
Oh, thank God.
Necessary.
Who else is wounded?
I didn't get hit that much. I'll be fine after a rest. Not enough for a spell.
You need a bandage. I don't like
No. I'm a little bruised. I just need to sleep it off. I'll be all right.
Can we get hit points back from rest?
Absolutely. And Jakob has some more healing if you'd like it.
It's literally just 2 hit points.
Well,
meta, but-
he as a cleric, he has a 0 level spell called First Aid that heals 1 to 2 hit points. So I'm going to say he casts that on you.
First aid.
2 points
Love
back.
it.
2 points back. Look.
Perfect. Oh, I feel perfect. Now I feel 2 better. 2 better.
I feel great over here myself.
Oh, that's good.
What is wrong with you? What ails you, my friend?
Yeah. Well, I think
We go back to one of those dogwood trees real quick.
I would very much like a fire. I would like to be warm and comforted, especially in this uncomfortable place.
Are you making the camp in the base of the ravine or on the edge of the ravine?
Military crest, if you're going to be specific, then I would like to be,
Okay.
2/3 up the ravine.
Okay.
Not too high, not too low.
All right. All right. On the side that you came down or the side you're going to go up to continue
Go
northeast?
up.
Side we came
because-
down. No. Side we came down because we know it's safe at that point because we've already come down it.
Yeah, it would just veil the flame. But yeah,
Okay. So so you make camp and at the word of flame, like Jacques gets very excited because there's going to be a fire, he thinks. He can finally cook something. All right.
Hot meal would be nice.
So,
And if we are going to rest, Vagard, you have
Sorry.
items that we did not quite examine, correct?
there are two
I will-
there are 2 rings.
that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, right here. Whoops. How apt. I just like
Have you just been wearing them the entire time, not knowing what they're capable of? Are you insane, man?
Please, I know that I'm not as, and I look at everybody. I get it.
Have you been wearing
Get
them?
it. Yeah, I think he.
Oh,
probably
I didn't
does.
realize because there would have been some effects that you would have noticed. So I will tell you this, that while wearing the ring with the blue gem in it,
Okay.
it enhances vision and hearing of anyone who wears it.
You probably don't even know.
Vagard has no clue. For him,
thought
it's
it
like
was-
completely.
I'm not going to lie. I thought it was the healing, and I'll take it off, and I'll be like, just whoever needs to see better, Thora. I'm sure you've been guiding us. Yeah.
And the other ring has an effect, but you haven't noticed anything yet.
You're like, this one's dumb.
This one seems like it's not doing a lot.
It looked pretty.
Yeah.
I'll be honest here, but I'll be useless here for the next hour. But I can at least tell you what it does.
Do you want to cast
I'll
Identify?
set it down. I'll cast Identify, and I will lose.
But you learn 2 things about it, right?
Yes.
So
I
which
can learn
which
up
ring
to-
are you going to do? The one with the blue gem or the one with the 3 bands?
The other one. Yeah.
Okay.
The most basic functions are revealed, and how many different weapons will be modifiers to attack. So the property of the castle can determine which items are first. Okay, yeah. Multiple casting of the spell may appear at the same time, taking 10 minutes per spell. Okay, cool.
Okay. So the one with 3 bands is a ring of armor, and it grants the wearer a bonus of +1 to their armor class.
Yoink.
You need to wear that. Wizard
Yeah.
needs to wear that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll put this
I
in.
just
This is in our our treasure folder in our character journals now.
Man, bro.
The silver ring with 3
Okay.
bands.
I will tell you, my eye does provide me with some use as well. So
You don't cast it again though, right?
I was about to ask them, should I peer deeper or leave it as is?
I mean, that's something that, how do you feel?
I feel
Is
like
it
in
worth-
the next 15 minutes I may throw up, but always a fun thing when fighting death spiders.
Well, I mean, we should probably know what the other one does, even if you just felt like, maybe we should know for certain.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank God, let me correct my head. I'm kind of leaning towards one side. All right.
So the other ring.
And I'll
The other ring is a
peer
ring
little
of
deeper.
a ring of enhanced senses. So the ring enhances vision and hearing of any who wear it. The wearer can see farther than the average human in just about every circumstance, including torchlight, and can see clearly enough to read a road sign or spot a shield device up to 2 miles when outside in daylight. The wearer can also hear very well and receives a +2 to all checks involving listening. The wearer also receives a +2 bonus on all checks to find secret doors and hidden objects.
This ain't me. This ain't me. I'm the clunky, chainmail, bad stealth guy, so. Thora's been the guide and most apt for survival. I'm assuming Thora would be best
Aye.
suited for this.
I agree.
If you think it is a wise decision for me to have it, I would graciously take it.
By all means.
Sorry that I had them on and I wasn't paying attention. I apologize.
You didn't feel different?
lot-
You didn't feel
He probably
anything at all?
did. He probably did.
I think it's so funny to imagine you just not knowing
Yeah,
at
that's fair.
all.
That's fair.
It's so funny.
Silas will go ahead and be like, I think this is hilarious, and then immediately fall face first into the ground. I lose that.
Yeah, we definitely okay. All right. And I'll go and kind of like turn him over, set up his bedroll, kind of like push him onto it, like scooch him onto his bedroll, give him a moment of comfort, and kind of let the warmth of the fire take over, so he can come to.
Bad as he was. He's not as bad as he was last time. His con right now is an 8, so he's not completely knocking on death's door, but he does look a little
Excellent.
weary.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's not long before you sort of have a warm. I almost want to say it's like sort of like an oatmeal. I don't want to call it gruel, but like little Jacques has cooked up something for everyone to eat that sort of sticks to your bones and is warm.
It's like
and it's not long
porridge.
before you're in. Yeah, exactly, like porridge. That night, watches go as expected. Things are quiet here in the wood, and with the large spiders killed, nothing really moves down in the ravine, except during Grenna's watch at the mouth of the cave. She watches as some movement catches her eye, and a creature steps out just for a moment into the the shadowed moonlight down by the cave. I'll give you a look here. I thought I had uploaded this, but I hadn't. So give me a moment. It'll be right along.
Oh,
So this
No.
I was thinking this was going to be my little bird friend.
this creature steps out of the cave.
What?
It's
Fucking
it is a little bigger than a person, like a little bigger than all of you,
oh, nightmare fuel.
and
Mm-mm.
New
it's
fear unlocked.
Brick. Grenna hears this creature say something in, you think, Elven. It whispers to itself, and then definitely makes your fire and skitters back into the cave.
Mm.
And I think
I'm
that's
glad
where
I'm
we'll.
so-
I think that's where we'll put a button in it for tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Don't tell us what you saw. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think she keeps. Yeah, she's gonna keep that to herself. I think she keeps it to herself because
I have to parse out what I think Grenna would feel and what I am feeling right now, because I have mental trajectory that's going in one place, but I don't feel like Grenna would have the same. So I'm glad that we're putting a button in this.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
my immediate thought is like, oh no, I think I know what's going on here.
I just want to say, Doc, your obsession with fire, this is what happens. All right? Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid.
fantastic.
Well, no, the fire saved us. It
food.
saw the fire and left. So his obsession with fire helped us. If we didn't have a fire, that thing would have came in further.
No, but
We might be going to
hang
get
on,
friends.
it clocked the fire,
that's
which
true.
means it knows we're here.
Tux Lafit says this is some Loth crap right here, and Scottish Jeff. Scottish Jeff says
I'm gonna be
awesome
straight.
session. Thanks for the nightmare
Fighter.
fuel.
Yeah,
Queen
I'm gonna be
herself.
straight.
Oh my god.
I think that these little leech creatures are crawling into the elves and causing them to get corrupted and messy, because why would this thing speak Elven to me? I got to. We're investigators noir. This is now a noir film.
They abandoned their post. They're not there. Some of them got killed. Maybe they never
That's
got
what I'm
converted.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
We
listen,
got some funky
if
juju.
you'd like, we've got some giveaways. We've got a couple codes for the Troll Lord Games store. You get $10 off any of their PDFs. You just have to type !ticket space 1 for one ticket. I'll give everybody a chance to throw that in there, and then we'll do that giveaway. And does anybody got cool shit happening this week? It's the long weekend.
Let's see. It is.
Oh my gosh. I know me and Tim have something tomorrow, Saturday morning. I also have something Saturday night. I will be me and with Starfall and Bella's Deadly and Rogue Chick TTV. We will be having a girls' night and doing some drunk repo. So if you want to laugh your asses off, please come by
we'll
and
be there.
enjoy.
We'll visit.
Yeah,
Drunk repo.
it'll
I
be-
love that.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
for that. I'm gonna be on it.
it'll be 8 p.m. CDT. And then Sunday we'll be back on the Love and Deep Space for the new event at 3 p.m. on my channel.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Love it.
I don't have anyone with the exception of our team here in the draw. Nobody wants.
Come on!
Nobody wants a $10 gift card to Troll Lord Games.
Come on, guys.
Get your tickets in. Get your tickets in.
Get
It's
your
free
tickets.
money.
It's free money.
money.
It's free money. We'll send
free
you.
money.
We'll send you the code. You can
$10
go
for
over.
PDFs.
You can check out Castles and Crusades for yourself, and get all the loot. Well, either way,
You don't want to play this game with these cool arachnid creatures?
do you want
don't want
to?
to play this scary, nice, awesome game with these creatures?
Look at
You
that.
don't say that, honey.
I am your aunt from New Jersey who is demanding that you participate with the family events. All right, get your tickets in, because you're gonna regret
Well,
it when
we can
you're 40.
We can save.
You got the
We can save them for
head
next
off.
time. We can save them for next time. Can we?
Yeah,
Are we gonna
save
rate
'em
somebody,
then.
Tim? What do you want to do?
Sure. I see. Mandy was in here, so Sparkles Mandy. We can do that one.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
we'll see you guys. Saturday and then Sunday with DM Pete and Saltmarsh. So let me type in raid here. I'm really bad at this. And then we go.
You've
at
got it.
Sparkles.
We're encouraging ya.
Underscore.
You've got it.
Underscore Mandy.
With accents next time. No matter what, everyone. Accents.
Must have.
Oh, I can't wait till I
Make it
play a
happen.
game where I get to bring that out, because I can do a little bit of Lois. Peter.
Oh my god.
Peter.
I love
I was joking. So I'm gonna get to play in Ravenloft soon. I've never played in Ravenloft, and I get to play second edition, which is really exciting because I've never played second edition.
Nice.
And I was joking. I was like, what if I brought the Lois
That would be
character
awesome.
to Ravenloft? That would be hysterical.
Lois and Ravenloft. Okay, so we're gonna raid Sparkles Mandy. Make sure you say hi and make lots of noise once we get there. And I'm gonna put us into our hold screen, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for more of this spidery nightmare fuel.
2 weeks.